Hello, my name is Max and welcome to Foodaholic, where today I'm making a very delicious and very useful sauce type thing, dip almost. It's quite delicious. I've used it very often for any kind of pork, pig's meat, pork. It's very useful for like in a burger or something. If you just want to dip carrots or celery or something in it. And with a little variation, I think it's very delicious with some chicken as well. So very all-around useful one. Let me show you the basic recipe that I normally use, and then I will show you just a little variation on it. Alright, so we'll start off with some sour cream. For this one I'm going to be using 3 teaspoonfuls, just about. Switching over to some red pesto. You can use green pesto if you want to. Just in this house we prefer red. Just wiping the spoon off. Now the rule for this one generally is 1 less teaspoonful of the pesto than of the sour cream. So for this one, 2 teaspoonfuls. There we go. Just gonna leave that in there. And then on to let's put in the garlic now. Putting in some garlic, of course. Put in more or less depending on how much you like garlic, of course. I'm gonna put in 2 fairly large cloves and then 3 fairly small cloves. So I think it's about 3 like fairly decently sized cloves. I don't know. But yeah, about approximately 3 in size of a fairly decently sized ones. I'm trying to squeeze it all in there. Just saw a cat in the background running like crazy. There we go. Just gonna add this little bit as well. Of course, you use this teaspoon here. At the side, let's just run for the basic ingredients. So first of all, salt and pepper. This is like the most common ingredients, of course, and basically I don't think I've ever made anything where I didn't use either salt or pepper. Of course, add it for taste, depending on any person. And then a bit of onion powder. I'm not gonna add too much. Okay, well it's really beginning to be dry, our onion powder. I should probably look at getting some new. And then I'm gonna use cumin. I'm gonna add in quite a bit of this because this is supposed to be like the second most tasteful ingredient after the pesto and also the sour cream, to the third most tasteful. But simply mix it all together here in the bowl. I'm just gonna. There you have a very delicious sauce here. Just the last bit mixed out here. This one is the one I would recommend for very much pork. Right now I'm using this to put it on. I don't know what the English word is for that. I'm very sorry. But like a long piece of meat. Let me show you. For that, I'm gonna put it over. Let me show you putting it over. Sometimes I will make a little bit of a cut, spread out a little bit, and maybe put in a little bit of cheese underneath it. But today I'm just kind of pushing it over and spreading it out on top of it. Like so. I'm usually putting on quite a thick layer because I really like it. And of course, some of it is going to fall down like here and collect. And one thing you could do with that is if you made a sauce to it. I unfortunately don't have any sauce today. I need to have bought some proper material to make some sauce. But if you were to make, But if you were to make a sauce, collect it up and whisk it into it to give a very unique tasting sauce. I don't know if it tastes bad, but it's, you know, it's different. Of course, a little bit this is very useful if you want to dip some celery or some carrots into it. Used it before for that, very useful in that one. And just as a sauce for a burger, tastes pretty good there. Now I do want to show you one final thing, which will maybe look a little bit weird because I'm gonna make that tomorrow. Just because I don't want to make 2 different dishes in one day. That's much, but I want to show you what I would do if I wanted to dip some chicken in it, or make it with some chicken. And yeah, a few changes to it, but let's cut to me showing you that. So for the one for chicken, it's the same basic ingredients. I'm gonna change it up a little bit because for chicken I don't really want to use cumin. That's just me personally. I'd rather use something like barbecue or spice or curry. And I think today I'm gonna use barbecue, just because that's the flavor I want. Adding that in as the main contributor of flavor. Bang, plenty of that in there. And some lemon juice. I'm not gonna use fresh. I don't really have some fresh lemons right now, unfortunately. And also I want to get this one used about like a spoon. Oh, it's about a teaspoonful. I'm gonna add a little bit more just because it's not quite clean. And then mix it up here. I've made a little bit less this time. It's 2 spoonfuls of sour cream to 1 spoonful of teaspoonful, of course, of what's it called? Red pesto. There it is. And as you can see in here, it still gets. Can you see it? Hold on. As you can kind of see in there, it still gets this this pink color. So as I said, 1 less teaspoonful of the pesto than the sour cream, you get this lovely pink color. Now you just put it on top of chicken. I've got 3 lovely chicken legs here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna plaster something on top here. And I'm going to use this thing to try and put out a very smooth layer of it. Opposite on the pork, where I put quite a thick layer, I'm trying to make this a thinner layer going over the skin only. Over the skin and stuff. And even going to go below it as well. Adding just a nice thin layer, not too thick this time. Just because I think that's better for chicken, as a thinner layer of whatever it is that you are using, whether it be this or any other kind of. Oh God, I can't find the words today, but any kind of doesn't matter. Thin layer. There we have the secret sauce recipe. I got a little bit on my fingers doing that. As I said, it's very useful in a lot of different settings. You can even dip, celery, carrots, cucumber, whatever in it, eating it like a snack like that. I think it's very useful to me, and maybe some out there will see this video and think so too. But that's it for another episode of Foodaholic. Right now, this is the one where I have a lot of ideas. I have some ideas with 5-cent drinks yet. I will be going through the year in the way that I'm doing right now. But I don't know, maybe for next year I will change it up. We'll see. Anyway, but anyways, until next time, bye.